Hi everybody, and welcome back. In today's video, we're doing a sketchbook tour. This sketchbook is from 2019, last year, and I had forgotten all about it. It's a sketchbook I made myself using paper from the supermarket, which is roughly 220 GSM. Well, it's quite thick, and I used treasury tags to keep it all together. So let's take a look. So this, as you've seen, is the first page that I decorated, and this was my first 8 by 8 inch sketchbook, and that's why I wanted to make it myself to see if I could cope with the size. And so, because it was September, we were gearing up for October with my front cover feel. And I coloured it using the first, I got my first set of full mini Poscas, and you can see that on my channel. And so I coloured the front using that. And then I got a gold later and went back to do that outline. And you can see, I don't know if you can on camera, but when I move it up and down, the gold reflects. And that's what I also did on the back page. I did some dots of gold for the front cover. I hope that does come out on camera, because it is a lovely shimmer. So in here, the first pages are my fruit slices and just some patterns using the Poscas in the 3 colours there. And then I dotted pink Posca at the background of the lemon slices. And the lemon slices were coloured just using regular water-soluble felt tips. You can add water for watercolour effect. Then the hearts using the Poscas, and one of my princesses. And the princess was coloured using, again, regular felt tips. You'll find that there's not, also outlined in gold Posca, a square. I like to square off my artwork so that I draw within it. And I call it a kind of corset for the sketchbook, so that I keep the drawing within the square. And I've lost my trail of thought then, because I interrupted myself going back to that. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, most of the things in here are not completed because they were just ideas that I was getting down. And this is a kind of, practice sketchbook. So then I've got another of my princesses and another one here. Hopefully you can see all this on screen okay. But this was a more completed sketch, doing the French kind of buildings in the background, because this is her escaping different countries. She's a runaway princess. So I don't know if you remember the movie Runaway Bride. Well, I kind of had a fantasy idea of having a princess running away from every country that she's in. I don't know why, it's just funny. Okay, so then this is, I was watching Mira Byler's channel, and she was drawing potion bottles, and that inspired me to have a go at drawing them myself to see if I could. I've wanted to be able to get the technique of the liquid in the bottle, and I saw that she left a gap around the bottle and the liquid was in there, so I thought I'll see if I can achieve that. And this came out quite well. So I did Monster for a day, and you take it at night. And then I had a go at doing some sunflowers. Again, they were felt tips, and then Posca swirls in the middle. And then we were getting on to Halloween, kind of. It's a bit political, this one, because Brexit was still going on, at the time. So I did this kind of Halloween style kind of, you know, drawing. Then I did butterflies with a gold outline using the Posca pen. And then this, again, one of my escaping princesses again. I'm not sure where she is this time, but she looks like she's in a different country. And then we've got the pirate character. Now, both these drawings were done using just the basic water-soluble felt tips, because I try not to use really good things in a sketchbook. So this pirate I thought was a fun character that eventually will get put in my Redbubble shop. And then another of my princesses. I think I just used a regular drawing pen for those. And then some fruit using a Pilot friction pen. Then I've got some illustrated recipes here. Again, these were for my Etsy shop, but you all know what happened to that. So if you don't, you can see a video on my channel saying it says why I closed my Etsy shop, but it's a good one. So now we've moved on to the pumpkin recipes, and it was a set. So we've got the pumpkin soup and the pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, and I'm just explaining how you do everything. And then we've got, again, more pumpkins. It's coconut pumpkin curry. And over here is fresh homemade lemonade. Coloured just using a regular felt tip. And then here we've got caramel, I don't know how you, let's have a go at saying this, macchiato coffee. It's Italian, obviously, and I'm not Italian. Is it macchiato? Macchiato? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below. What is this word for the coffee? But anyway, I was illustrating it for how you make it all. And then we've got spiced pumpkin maple latte. And again, just coloured slightly using felt tips. Then we've got a chocolate cake recipe. Again, used with felt tips. And then a bright and colourful beetroot smoothie recipe, which is really good for your liver. And so I wanted to get that down. And then we go on to a character. Again, I was inspired by Mirabaila's channel, so I was having a go at drawing a character because I'm really no good at it. But this came out okay. Then a pizza illustration. And then I was working on creating brand new characters of a kind of peaceful, calming artwork theme. And I was trying to come up with names, but I ended up calling them leaf sprites. And they're just beams of happiness. That float out of plants at night time. Spreading joy was what I came up with. And they glow. And then I was doing an Oreo frappe recipe. These were gotten from, the recipes I got from Pinterest, and then I illustrate them. Apart from the beetroot one was mine. So then we've got the no-bake cheesecake, over on the right, and then Oreo balls here. And I think it's all no cook, both these recipes. And then we've got how to make your own Oreos at home. I illustrated that. And then we can do iced tea. And that's how to make your own iced tea yourself, which is so much better for you. If you like iced tea, that is, which I don't. This I didn't erase using, an eraser, so the graphite's still everywhere. But bubble tea is a huge craze last year and the year before, so I was illustrating these recipes again. This is the black bubble tea one, and I just quickly before recording used my pen, this new one, and you can see on my channel it's titled My New Pen. So that's the pen I use just to do this. And then this is just graphite again. I was working on a carbonara recipe, the Italian, and this is the Italian theme, so carbonara, cannolis, just, you probably can't see much because it's graphite, and then ravioli, and garlic bread. I'm probably making you all hungry now. But it's not coloured. I left it there because, as I said, they're not being used now. And then I did a big cup of coffee, and this was watercolour. And then avocado. And then we've got a donut. I wasn't that happy with it because it came out too rigid, like a solid circle and not an oval squishy shape. But we practice. And then a big cupcake. That was watercolour again, I think, or gouache. Probably gouache, because it's a bit opaque there. And then we have bubble juice and bubble coffee. And all of the equipment you need. The bubble coffee is a lot more work than the bubble juice. You can see there. Drawing the cold brew coffee maker was difficult. But you can tell what it is. Well, you might not be able to, it's not coloured, but I can tell it's a little machine. And then, this coloured one, you should be able to see everything properly, is bubble milkshakes. And I thought that came out quite well. But again, these are all practice for when I was then doing bigger 11 by 8 inch artwork. And then the last page is this little character here, and I put finished end of September 2019, and the background blue is just a highlighter. And then the back page is just another made up character. And that's the end of that. I hope you've enjoyed my sketchbook flip through. I think this must be the last one I can find for 2019. I keep finding them everywhere. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!